I'm gonna give you 4 things that you can do today to improve your weightlifting technique, and we're gonna start right now. Now, one of the things that we have to think about when we're thinking about weightlifting, snatch, cleans, jerks, there's a major strength component. So we know that there's big lifts like a squat, a front squat. We know that snatch pulls, we know that clean pulls can lead to improving our strength related to snatch, clean, and the jerk. We understand this very well. Another big factor is that we can also understand that there's a point in using technical variations. Let's say a low hang snatch, a 1-box clean, jerks from the boxes, power jerks, push presses. These are movements that also can improve your technique. One thing that I have never seen a weightlifting coach discuss in the history of my existence in weightlifting, and somebody's gonna comment and troll me, is that your weightlifting technique can actually improve from rep schemes. You can actually improve your technique by using specific types of rep schemes. And I'm gonna give you 4 specific rep schemes that you can try today, and I'm gonna teach you how you can implement them and see if that's gonna improve and enhance your overall technique, which in turn will help you lift more weight. That first key rep scheme is going to be 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Okay, so 3 reps and then a single. 3 reps and then a single, 3 reps and then a single, 3 reps. Or you can just go 3 reps, single, 3 reps, single, 3 reps. So what we're doing here is we're looking at if we can imprint in 2 different ways. We can either do a triple. Let's say we do a triple at 80% of our weight on a snatch. So if we can snatch 100 kilos, we hit 80. Then we do a single at 90, and then we have to drop back down, and we have to hit 80 again for a 3. And then we go back up to 90 for a single, and then we have to hit 80 again for 3. The big goal here is we use a physiology aspect of rate coding by going heavier. That's gonna potentiate us, and then when we drop down to that triple, we're gonna imprint that good technique with those high threshold motor units. Then we're gonna go back to that heavy single and then do that again. And what this does is it almost confuses the body, so you have to have the different feeling, okay, when the weight is a little bit lighter on those triples to execute very precise movement patterns. And then that movement pattern that is more precise when you're doing a triple will hopefully lead to better execution on the single. Now, another way that you can use this is you could do a triple, let's say at 78%, so you do 78 kilos for a triple, and then you do 88% for a single. So you do 88 kilos there. Then you go to 81% for a triple, so now you're doing 81 kilos, and then you do a single at 92%. So you do 92 for a single, and that's gonna potentiate you, and then you would go to a triple and try to hit a monster triple on that last set. So you can use this in 2 different ways and try to figure out how going back and forth creates different feelings. And if you can master those different feelings with the barbell, that's going to improve your overall technical pattern. Now, my next favorite way of executing technique is going to be a very unique wave to hit bigger rep maxes. And it also forces us to have different feelings because we're using different weights and we're trying to potentiate through the waves. So in this case, we're gonna do 6 total sets. And it's gonna be something that we would do in a high volume phase. Typically, I would use this rep scheme during the comprehension phase. If you don't know what the comprehension phase is, you can go to garagestrength.com and you can pick up our Parabolic Periodization book and course so you have a better understanding of what those phases are specific to this periodization model. Now, the comprehension phase in this rep scheme would look like a set of 4, a set of 3, a set of 2, and then we would go back to a set of 4, a set of 3, and a set of 2. Here's a big factor. A lot of coaches don't like to use sets of 4. And we've even had Haley Reichert. So Haley's actually tripled 106 and she's hit a set of 5 at 100 kilos on her clean and jerk. So we love using sets of 5, sets of 4, sets of 3, sets of 2. Those higher sets of 5 or sets of 4 in this case, imprint really good technique. You have to be repetitive with that technique. So you would hit a set of 4, a set of 3, a set of 2, and then you would go back up to a set of 4, a set of 3, and a set of 2. And you can do this 2 different ways. You can do the same load for that first set of 4 and use that again on that second set of 4. Or you can do 4, 3, 2, and then go heavier and try to use the weight that you would hit on that first triple for the second set of 4. And then the weight that you use on the first set of 2, you would use on the second set of 3, and then you would try to hit a PR double. Okay, so this is a really unique way to use waves to optimize your overall technique. But again, when you're using different weight, You have to be more precise with those movement patterns. Now, the next 2 rep schemes are really, really sweet ones. This first one is something that I love to use when I want to see a big jump in heavier weight. And this is something that we used with Jake Horst when we saw his snatch go from 125 kilos all the way up to 145 kilos on the platform as a 73K lifter. Okay, one thing that we did, we would hit 5 doubles, all at the same weight. Okay, so in Jake's case, it was like, Jake, we've got to work to 5 doubles at 130 kilos, and you can't have a single miss. We need 10 good reps at 130 kilos. If we can do 10 good reps, 5 good doubles, I know you can snatch over 140. So the big goal here is to try to find a number to build towards, and on that 4th week of the ascension phase or the summit phase, typically you would do this during the ascension phase, you want to hit 5 doubles and do the same weight every single set. That same weight will elicit the same pattern ideally, and then in turn, that pattern gets ingrained and you can lift heavier weight because you have better technique. Now, one thing here is that with Jake, we would do 5 doubles at the same exact weight, and then we would do a time drop set. So we might do 2 drop sets of 4 at about 70%, and we might do sets of 4 in under 20 seconds. If we were doing sets of 4 on the clean and jerk, we would do something similar where we would do 4 fast cleans and then into 1 jerk. But you can hit 5 doubles at the same weight and then drop set, 2 time drop sets to optimize that technical patterning and focus on your movement patterns so you can lift more weights. These are rep schemes that are gonna improve your technique. And now the final one. This is one of the best tricks that you can use, not only with weightlifters, but also in the realm of sports performance. This almost always leads to PRs, on the minute sets. And I like to use 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes on the minute. So if we're using Haley Reichert as an example, we might do 12 singles, and I want it to actually emulate what a meet is going to be. And we might try to delay the warm-ups as long as possible. Wait, and then all of a sudden, we're gonna start and we're gonna say, okay, let's start at 65, then we're going to 69, then we're going to 72, then we're gonna do 76. And as soon as she drops that bar, you start that minute timer. So on the minute, you get 60 seconds, and then you load, you're back on the platform, and you go again. And what ends up happening is the weightlifter just gets in this mindset of becoming a robot. They're just getting on the platform and hitting that movement. Those triples that you've hit or the waves that you've hit back during the comprehension phase, the technique starts to show up. The weightlifter is thinking less about their movement pattern. It's becoming a semi-autonomous patterning that we've created from previous cycles. And that's what the power of proper periodization is. This is what we've done inside of parabolic periodization. So you can use 8 singles on the minute. You can use 10 singles, 12 singles on the minute, 15 singles if you're talking about training football players, we do that, and build into that on the minute break. Now, I will recommend that if you're doing clean and jerks, I wouldn't go much more than 8 singles on the minute. But again, this is a fantastic way to spark better technique. They start to think less about the emotional weight that's on the bar, and they just zone out and they execute to the best of their ability. So use all 4 of these different rep schemes to lead to better technical execution. If you guys need help with your programming, head over to garagestrength.com, pick up the Parabolic Periodization book and course to help you become a better coach and a better weightlifter. Because remember, freaks, if you want to become a champion, you've always got to cultivate your power and technique. Peace.